The U.S. military has now shot down 3 objects in North American airspace in as many days. And last night, Patrick Mahomes led Kansas City to its second Super Bowl victory in 4 years. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The U.S. Air Force has now shot down 3 unidentified objects in 3 days. That's in addition to the Chinese spy balloon brought down off South Carolina earlier this month. The latest mystery object was down yesterday in Lake Huron, just off Michigan. From Michigan Radio, Brett Dahlberg reports radar is involved.
Military radar is often calibrated to pick up pretty big, fast-moving objects, like fighter jets or missiles. It's not really looking for small objects moving with the wind. But General Glenn Van Herk says since the recent discovery of a suspected Chinese spy balloon in U.S. skies, the Pentagon is making some changes. Van Herk is commander of the North American Aerospace Defense Command.
With some adjustments, we've been able to get a better categorization of radar tracks now.
Van Herk says that could be one of the reasons for increased detections of these small, slow objects, though the Pentagon says it's still trying to figure out exactly what they are. For NPR News, I'm Brett Dahlberg in Grand Rapids.
Meanwhile, the U.S. is rejecting China's claims that American balloons have entered Chinese airspace at least 10 times. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby says that's not true. The death toll from the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria has now exceeded 35,000 people. Rescuers say that after a week, it's increasingly unlikely they'll find many more survivors under the rubble. In Israel, thousands of people are gathering in Jerusalem to protest the government's controversial plan to weaken the powers of the judiciary. As NPR's Daniel Estrin reports, Israel's right-wing coalition has held initial votes on the proposal.
Israeli media say police estimate at least 10,000 Israelis turned out near parliament. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's coalition has now advanced some of its proposed legislation with an initial vote in a parliamentary committee. The government wants the power to choose judges and to limit the Supreme Court's judicial review. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court says that would endanger democracy. President Isaac Herzog called on Netanyahu's coalition to delay the legislation, but it still went ahead with the initial vote. Even President Biden weighed in, telling the New York Times he urges consensus for any major change in Israel. Daniel Estrin, NPR News.
The Kansas City Chiefs have now won the Super Bowl twice in the last 4 years, and both of those times the Super Bowl's most valuable player was Kansas City quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Greg Eklund has more from Glendale, Arizona.
Patrick Mahomes threw for 182 yards and connected for 3 touchdown passes, but while likely still feeling the effects of a high ankle sprain he re-injured in the first half, he ran for 26 yards, his longest run of the night, in the final minutes to set up the game-winning field goal. The Chiefs won 38-35.
Greg Eklund reporting. You're listening to NPR News.